our first topic of the day, guys, is going to be about Far Cry. And the Far Cry franchise I've talked about on a number of occasions here on the YouTube channel. And what I'll say, guys, is that I'm really excited about the continuation of the Far Cry franchise, not necessarily like spin-offs and things of that nature, but more so the main series as a whole, because in Far Cry 5, man, what a great story that they told in Far Cry 5. So I'm excited about the future and Far Cry 6 in particular, because I thought that New Dawn was kind of a step backwards, even though it's not necessarily the main story. It's kind of a side story similar to Far Cry Primal. I am excited about Far Cry 6, but where is Far Cry 6 at this point? Let's talk about it. So in an article, guys, that was written by Laura Jackson from GameByte, Far Cry 6 is reportedly in development and releasing soon. So known industry insider and reliable source of leaks Jason Schreier has claimed that the next addition to the Far Cry franchise is already in the works. The Kotaku top dog and known leader took to Twitter to comment on Ubisoft's recent earnings call, in which the company explained it would be launching 5 AAA games between April 2020 and March 2021. We already know that 3 of these titles include Rainbow Six Quarantine, Watch Dogs Legion, and Gods and Monsters. The other 2 are yet to be revealed. However, Schreier has now claimed that these 2 mystery projects are none other than a new Assassin's Creed and a new Far Cry. So he tweeted saying, anyone holding out hope for Splinter Cell is once again going to be disappointed. It's Assassin's Creed and Far Cry. So, look, Far Cry 6 is coming, guys. And once, for those of you who are Splinter Cell fans, I feel your pain. I'm a massive Splinter Cell fan myself. I would love to see a continuation of that. But that's another topic for another day. Stick with Zero TV. You guys will be able to see a lot of Splinter Cell content up and coming here and on the YouTube channel. But what I will say, guys, is that Far Cry 6 is obviously, it seems, in development. We haven't gotten official confirmation from Ubisoft. But you look at those games, you look at Rainbow Six Quarantine, Watch Dogs Legion, and Gods and Monsters, which I'm not sure why they're doing a Gods and Monsters, but nonetheless, they're doing that. And then Assassin's Creed and Far Cry are pretty obvious. Those are pretty much their 2 biggest IPs, I would say, that being Ubisoft. But it's exciting. So pretty much we're going to be getting a new Far Cry, and what we can probably anticipate, guys, with Far Cry 6 is that I'm hoping it's a direct continuation at some point or level or such of Far Cry 5. I think that story was so rich. Now, obviously, everyone's going to be looking at who's going to be the villain of Far Cry 6. Is it going to be, anything like the previous villains in previous Far Cry games? But for me, it's more just the story as a whole. It's, the gameplay. It's what's all included, like multiplayer modes and things of that nature. That's what makes a Far Cry game, in my opinion, so great, and something that you continue to come back to even after beating the campaign. So essentially, guys, we're going to be getting a Far Cry 6. This makes sense considering how fast the Far Cry franchise has been growing over the past couple of years. Far Cry New Dawn was surprise dropped on us all just a few months after the release of Far Cry 5, so it's not too surprising to hear a 6th game is in the works. Until we hear word from Ubisoft, though, take the rumor with a pinch of salt for now. Ubisoft's earnings call seemingly wasn't all good news, though, as the company yet again made no reference to Beyond Good and Evil 2. Beyond Good and Evil 2 was announced way back in 2017, and aside from a new trailer in 2018, it's all been pretty quiet on the piggy-shaped front now that the game appears to be absent from the list of upcoming releases. Fans have been left wondering what the heck is going on. So, Beyond Good and Evil 2 was another game that looks pretty good. I mean, to be quite honest with you guys, I'm really excited about a number of Ubisoft's titles that are going to be coming out here. Watch Dogs Legion looks like it could very well be the best Watch Dogs in the entire series. And then a Far Cry 6, depending on where the direction they go, that could maybe even top Far Cry 5. I think it might be tough, but it very well could. And then, of course, guys, Assassin's Creed. We haven't, in my opinion, had a really good Assassin's Creed game in a few titles at least. And so I'm hoping that we kind of get back on track with the Assassin's Creed series. But I'm excited about some of these titles, nonetheless, very intrigued to see what they look like. And a Far Cry 6 is probably what I'm the most excited about. And I'm excited to see kind of the direction they go. Where do you guys think? What direction you guys think they're going to go? I'm certainly going to keep you guys all up to speed as we get further information about Far Cry 6. So stick it right here, guys, with Zero TV.